Hey guys, welcome to another QuinBoxed. I've been doing a lot of projects recently, so there's less time to work on videos, and well, what I've been working on mostly is my, I showed you a prototype in the last QuinBox, and this is already a successor to that prototype, and that is, of course, I already made it, the QuinLED-Dig Quad. Now, I think this design is finished. It's passed all my testing that I wanted to pass, and I've been working on getting the website and all the guides and stuff like that in order so that you guys can play with them too if you want. I have the specifications page online. I'll have that linked below in the description. And yeah, these should be available soon, but there will be dedicated videos about that, of course. So I just wanted to give you a little update on that. And now it's on to the packages. Yeah, why not? Let's start with a relatively big one here. I'm going to open it at the bottom. Ooh. This actually came in today with DHL, so it just made it in time. And there's actually some stuff in here that I want for ongoing projects and future projects. So yeah. Let's see what this is, or at least I hope those packages are here. Yes, nice. Okay, so as I said, I've been soldering a lot of prototypes, and you use one of those solder paste dispensers for that, or solder paste syringes, I guess. But those are really hard to push. Let me get it. Hold on. So you have like a tube like this one, and then you have this plunger, I guess, and you squeeze the solder out of there, and after that you melt it with your hot air gun. And that works. I mean, I've been building all of my boards like that, but this one should give you a nice, well, as you can see, I'll take it out of the bag. This one should give you a nice, well, trigger action. I get it back. There we go. Cool. So I'm going to see if that's a little bit easier than pushing that plastic plunger, because that takes a lot of force and, well, it hurts your thumbs. So I ordered a few different types of these. This is the first one, and I'll probably end up making a comparison video in the end, but we'll see. Okay, now I have some small packages and some big packages, so let's get a small one this time. And this one is really small, so I wonder what's inside of here. I'm trying to open it without a tool. Okay. Whoa. Okay, that's not a lot. Oh, okay. Well, of course, that's not needed. This is a microSD to SD card adapter, but then suitable for UHS-II. That means it has the normal pins for UHS-I, but it has an extra row of pins for UHS-II SD cards, which, well, are faster. And since I have my 10 gigabit network, etc., and I sometimes have to ingest like 30, 40 gigabytes of footage for one project, using the faster SD cards really helps. And, well, I bought some micro SD cards, and, well, I like to use them in my full-size SD card reader. Okay, moving on. Yes, electronic part. That's always the most descriptive. Can I just use no tool? Will this work? Well, they get stuck to my fingers. But, with a little bit of luck. Oh, it's no longer rip and tear, it's, open somehow. Anyway. Okay. Go away. Okay. Ah, buck converter. Good. This is the second type I ordered for the scooter project. And I've already tested the first time I unboxed in the last QuinBoxed. And that one's, it's okay. It doesn't handle a lot of amps. It certainly doesn't handle 10 amps, which is in the, on the specs. It handles more like 1.5 amps, but sure. And these are quite a bit beefier. Let me show you that close up. So these actually have pretty thick PCB and look a lot nicer overall, actually. There's nothing on the back side. Cool. Okay. There's actually some stuff there. Yeah, so as I said, I'm hoping these will be able to handle a bit more load without having additional cooling, because, well, where I want to mount them, there basically is no cooling. So we're going to see that. And maybe I'll make a dedicated video. Maybe I'll just include it in the next scooter update video, how well these DC-DC converters do. But those look nice, so that's good. Next package. Oh, well, this is a LED module. Well, yes, of course, can't have a QuinBoxed without something LED in there. Can I just rip this open like this? Maybe like that. Oh, tape. Okay. Okay. Tape's getting stuck to my fingers today. It's annoying. Okay. It says times 2, but I'm not sure there is 2. Oh yeah, okay. So these are basically prefabbed LED panels, and there is indeed 2. These are 32 wide and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 high. So that is, let's see, 64 times 4, that's 256 LEDs. And, well, I have some more of these panels. You might have seen those, like with the text on my closet and stuff like that in other videos. And I have some specific plans with these, or wanted to see if these would work for my plans. But, well, more in the future, as always. How did they have them? Like that. Okay. Let's get one of the big ones again. There we go. Oh wow. Well, it's well packed, that's for sure. I wonder what it is. Oh, okay, cool, yes. It's a tablet. I've ordered a tablet from TechLast in the past, and basically they're just decent, low-cost tablets. And I've been working with a teleprompter on some of my videos, and I have some other purposes I kind of just need a simple Android tablet for. So I thought I'd order this one. I believe it's actually under $100. Looks nice. And yeah, I'm going to check it out. Not sure if I'm going to make a video about it, because I just bought it for, well, using it actually. Not so much reviewing or making a video about it. But, yeah, this is the P80X. Cool. Well, I'll check that out later. It's an 8-inch size, I believe. It's a nice box for under $100. It's pretty good. Okay, let's go to a small package again. Oh, okay. Let's show you guys what these are. Some new soldering tips. With the amount of soldering I do, I quickly go through soldering tips, and I was trying some copper soldering tips, but those get damaged pretty quickly. So I bought some different kinds, and well, I'll try those out. These I've used in the past and should be pretty good and durable. Let's get this stuff out of the way. My finger is still sticky from all that tape. There. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Video cable. Yes, video cable. This is new. Video is a new format. Like before you had like HDMI and video and stuff, and video is like the successor to that. Let's see where we need to open this. Okay. I've become so good in tearing these things open. Not. Okay, and it's out. Ah, yes, more cables from Mashu. I've actually started to like their cables. It's pretty good. This one is one of, supposedly, again, one of their 8K cables. And as most of you have probably seen, I now have my 4K 120Hz OLED screen. And this was one of the cables I ordered to make sure I had decent enough HDMI cables and to at least have some that were 3 meters in length. Now there's one more coming, and that's a special one. And something went wrong with that. I had to open a dispute because they sent me the wrong one and blah, blah, blah. That's actually the blue one from in a previous episode. That should have been a special one, which it wasn't. So I got my money back for that, and I ordered the special one again. And we should be seeing that in a future episode. This is just a normal HDMI 2.1 certified according to a Chinese manufacturer. But on average, if they put their name brand on it, it's mostly okay. Okay, speaking of name brands, before we go on to the last package, this package is a little bit special because this is a, well, it's an IP camera from Annke, and, well, they sent it to me for free. They reached out and said, hey, we like your IP camera videos. Would you like to test our camera? I was like, well, I have a budget cam comparison coming up somewhere in the next months. And they said, okay, cool. We'll send you one of our 8 megapixel cameras, which still has a very friendly price. And I've heard good stuff about them. So most of the time I say no to these kinds of free products and stuff like that. But this time I was like, I can at least include it in the comparison, and well, see how well it does. Okay, I'm not going to unbox it further. It looks pretty nice. I'll be testing this and then making a video, as I said, with a budget camera comparison. I showed the other budget cameras in the camera overview for 2020. But yeah, I'm really interested in this one. 2.8 millimeter, 8 megapixel. Cool. Should be good. Or not. Well, we'll see. Even though they sent the camera as a review sample for free, my opinion will be, well, the same as it always was, even if I have to buy them myself, which I normally do. And since I include all the images in my reviews anyway, especially for an IP camera review, there isn't really any bias to be had because you guys yourselves can see the image and decide for yourself if it's any good or not. So, speaking of camera stuff, this is the last package for today. And, well, it's, I don't think it fits. Let me, okay. So, yeah, it's pretty big. And it actually came from Spain because the seller from Aliexpress where I bought this has a local warehouse. Let me make sure I'm in focus. Which, well, makes sending quicker, but also no import tax. So that's good, because this was a bit more expensive than normal. I guess I should just rip this bag open and see from there. There's probably multiple packages inside. Oh, actually, yep. Oh, it's like Christmas. So this is a package. And we'll go over these quickly. Yes, it's really like Christmas. It's like a box in a box in a box. Okay, more boxes. So you thought this was done, huh? Well, I thought this was done. And now suddenly there's 4 more boxes to unpack. Okay, let's dump that there. So, let's see if I can get all the product numbers in shot. Basically, what this is, or what this is going to be, is an attempt at getting the ultimate doorbell, or ultimate video doorbell, basically. I've been trying to get a good video doorbell for a few years now. That has at least 1080p with a wide angle of view and a decent camera sensor chip that has OnVIF or at least RTSP compatibility, so that I can include it in my normal NVR. That has a decent phone app that will actually warn me when someone's at the door and not work. And the one I have now not works 90% of the time, so 10% of the time I might get a connection sometimes. Nice to have would be PoE support, so I don't have to do all kinds of stupid crap with cabling. I just want to have a UTP cable there, plug it in, PoE, done. And also nice to have would be Home Assistant compatibility, so we can link it into there so that if the doorbell rings, we can like automate it to take a snapshot, for instance, or do some other stuff. Make some lights blink, scare people away. Okay. Oh, these are nicely packaged. Let's get those out of there. If we can. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, this is very nicely packaged. So, I've been looking a long time, and I actually already bought another doorbell from Ezviz, I believe. They have different firmwares from multiple companies for that same model. But it was still Wi-Fi, and I'd rather not have my doorbell on Wi-Fi. I'm old school like that, I guess. And it wasn't PoE, it wasn't Home Assistant or API compatible. It supposedly had a decent sensor, but I never even got around to installing it because I kind of regretted getting that. Okay, so first thing is PoE, because I can't read the rest. 802.3 AF. Yes, very good. Let's see how we open this. Oh, there we go. It's actually a Hikvision switch. Okay. It says Hikvision on here. I'm quite sure I bought Dahua stuff, but well, it's a PoE switch. I don't really care. I think they actually might share this between the two brands. So we have a power adapter, 48 volts, 800 milliamps. Okay, that's pretty decent. And then we have a little, well, this is Hikvision, but as I said, it doesn't really matter. It's just a PoE switch. Okay, 48 volts in. And PoE, 2 are red, 2 are white. Not sure what the difference is. And an uplink. Okay. It's a neat little PoE switch, should do fine. And although 800 milliamps doesn't sound like a lot because it's 48 volts, that's still close to like 30 watts. And well, it's not going to use anywhere near that, I imagine. So, okay, let's put that back in the box. This is going to be a long episode, but I think I like getting these out of the box now with you guys here. So, let me get the next one, and I'm going to be a little less careful because these are in boxes anyway. Okay. Oh, there we go. Dahua. I don't know. I still can't pronounce that name. Okay, this is basically the main story. A Dahua outdoor station IP. As I said, 2 megapixel, PoE compliant. Let me get this out real quick, give you a look. But this should basically do everything I just said. So PoE, Home Assistant, normal NVR, phone app, screen. Okay, they gave me the right build-up box. Cool. Well, there's not... I'll take it out of the packaging real quick and show you guys in the main camera. It's not much to see here. You can either build it into the wall or onto the wall. This is the onto the wall box. And, well, it's looking pretty good. Let's give the button a try. It's a nice little clicky button. Okay, cool. Let me put that back real quick. Now, this isn't the cheapest doorbell solution you can find, but I was just so sick and tired of not being able to find exactly what I wanted. And this should at least have all the features that I was looking for. And in the end, if you budget it out a little bit, I think you could be done for about $250 to $300, which I think for a decent doorbell camera, which doesn't need a subscription every month for like €5 or €6, and hooks into everything else you own, that's a pretty good deal, I think. Look at me here, professionally unboxing this stuff. Oh, okay, I bought the 2 types of screens. This is the basic screen. It's a 7-inch TFT, 1024 by 600. The VTH2421FWP. Okay, sure. And the reason I bought 2 is because I want to have the doorbell ring in 2 spots in my house. One is, well, in the central living area, but actually in the spot where that is, I don't have an a network connection. And yeah, it's a little screen. You plug it in using POE. That should be it, actually. Take it out real quick. Now, I am going to try and see if the system can work without one of these screens, because then you just have to buy the doorbell, and that makes everything a lot cheaper. But just to make sure I got everything that I would maybe need, and I want to tinker around with, of course, I got one of these simple screens. These are like $80, so that's pretty decent. And those will be your doorbell, well, ringer at least, and also you can talk to the people outside if you want to. And as I said, I'm hoping I can make it so that you can just add a relay to your doorbell module, basically, and that can be it, but I don't know, so we're going to see. Last package of today. And this is, well, this is going to be the second screen. Oh, yes. And this one has, you can see it already here, Wi-Fi. Okay, I just want in. Let me in. There we go. Okay, this one is a little bit more expensive because, well, it's still the same resolution, but it's a little bit higher class one because I wanted to have one with Wi-Fi. And there we go. I believe this one has a little bit more fancy buttons and stuff like that. It's also PoE, but it can be used with a 12-volt adapter, and then you can use it using Wi-Fi. So yeah, this is the VTH5221DW-S2. Okay, when it comes with all the cables and stuff like that included, and a little bracket for on the wall. Yes, I will be playing with this stuff. It has an SD card slot. Why? Okay. Doesn't want to go back in. Oh, it actually has an 8 GB SanDisk SD card in there. No clue why. Okay, there we go. So, as I said, this will be a new experiment series where I will try and build the ultimate doorbell solution that isn't $800, talking to you, Ubiquiti, that has good image quality, PoE, NVR compatibility, phone app, normal buzzer, then, I don't know, all those things I mentioned before, Home Assistant, API support, stuff like that. So, if any package you saw today was to your liking, as always, I will have the links down in the description. Thanks a lot for watching along, getting my packages unboxed again. I'm really excited about, well, this stuff, of course, and then this little DC-DC converter. This is going to be good because I'm hoping this will be able to handle maybe 3 or 4 amps. I think I can cram this in the location in the scooter where I need it to go, and then I can finally continue working on that project again. Well, that's it. These videos are long enough. Thank you for watching. Questions and comments about anything down below in the comments. And yeah, catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.